I'm Pete from Slightly Off Course, and today we're going to spend 8 hours on Martha's Vineyard showing you some hidden gems. Today we're going to spend some time in Martha's Vineyard. We're going to start off with some breakfast, cruise up island to a few of our favorite spots, including Cedar Neck Tree Sanctuary, Holly's Arboretum, Great Rock Bite Preserve, Menemsha, and some other favorites along the way. Unfortunately, at this point in the trip, we wanted to show you one of our favorite spots off of the Aquina Cliffs, but it didn't quite work out. There's quite a bit of sea foam coming in off the ocean, and it just didn't have the beauty that it would typically have. So we wound up here at Squibnocket Beach, which is a really great beach, and there's a little bit more clarity so you can see the rough ocean. The crazy part is, about 30 minutes ago, we were on the west side of the island where it was 70 degrees and sunny and we were swimming. And it's likely still 70 degrees and sunny over there, which gives you a good contrast how different the weather can be on this island. We're big fans of the Scottish Bakehouse, which is up island in Vineyard Haven, but it's not open for the season yet. So this morning we're going to settle for the Big Dipper in Oak Bluffs. It's pretty good, big portions, large coffees, can't really go wrong with the price. This is a medium, so you may want to think twice before you order a large. After the ferry ride across, a couple of large breakfast sandwiches and a coffee, Ash and I are ready for a walk. So is Lula. Conveniently, right across the street are the tiny houses in Oak Bluffs. It's a pretty picturesque scene, almost right out of a movie. Tiny houses and beautiful landscaping as far as the eyes can see. Our next stop is Cedar Tree Neck Sanctuary. It's a lesser-known spot down a pretty long dirt road that's only about 1 lane wide, so be ready to pull over in some of the dirt pullouts if you see a car coming the opposite way. Once you get down there, it's usually pretty peaceful. It's generally not a lot of people. Sometimes there's a few. It's a great dog walking spot, early morning bird spot, and the winding woods take you out to a beautiful ocean vista. Can't really ask for much more. I will warn you, there's quite a few rules here. No sunbathing, no sitting on the beach, no picnicking on the beach, no swimming, no nothing really. But if you've ever been to Massachusetts, you know it's a state of many rules. But, at least for now, you're still allowed to stroll through. As a general rule, we try not to go anywhere where Lula isn't allowed, but some places are just too special to skip. Polly Hill Arboretum is one of them, and while Lula has to remain in the car, we'll keep her happy with the greenie. We'll keep her occupied for at least a little while. Ash and I first stumbled upon Polly Hill Arboretum during our honeymoon. We didn't know what to expect, but it was one of those days where it was a lot cooler at the coast. About 60 down by the ocean and 75 inland, so we figured, what the heck?
We were pretty blown away by it, and while this time around we're a little bit early for the season, you can see there's quite a few beautiful evergreens, and there's quite a few perennials too, early spring flowers popping up around the property. But the true highlight of Polly Hill Arboretum is Polly's Playpen. It's completely fenced in to keep the deer from destroying hundreds of years of growth. Here's something you don't see every day. It's called the monkey puzzle tree. It's primarily found in the Andes Mountains in central and southern Chile and western Argentina. But it's able to thrive in Martha's Vineyard's temperate ocean climate. Speaking of climate, Martha's Vineyard seems to have several microclimates. As we drive down this dirt road that if you blink you'd miss, we head to Great Rock Bight Preserve, which is almost always one of the warmest beaches on the island. While it's only a quarter mile to the beach, the walk down does have some elevation change, and honestly, that keeps it a bit less busy. We always appreciate a place where you put in the effort, you get the reward. This is certainly one of them.
I dare you to jump in.
Larson's Fish Market is a great stop for lunch in Menemsha. You can get made-to-order meals or pick your thrown up and cooked back at home. Everything is fresh, right out of the ocean, and the prices are pretty fair. Bonus points for not pointing the screen at your face and saying, "It's just going to ask you a question." Believe it or not, this spot is only 7 minutes away from Great Rock Light Preserve where I had just jumped in the ocean. As you can see, it looks like a completely different day. The microclimates in Martha's Vineyard are quite prevalent. So if you're on one side of the island and it's feeling cold and miserable, sometimes all you have to do is take a drive.
We're going to take a cruise over to Edgartown, see what the weather looks over there. We may take a ferry over to Chappaquiddick to go ahead and see the Moitoy Botanical Gardens, which are really beautiful. That's right, we're going to an island off of an island. From there, we'll cruise back to State Beach, maybe have some lunch over at the sandbar, just to do that touristy thing, have a drink, and relax before we take the ferry back across.
The Chappie Ferry takes cars from Edgartown to Chappaquiddick. It takes 3 cars at a time and it's $17 round trip. We're going across for one reason, to head over to the Moitoy Gardens. While it's small in size, it's still one of our favorite botanical gardens in New England. And the fact that you have to take a ferry onto an island to take a ferry onto an island to get here keeps it a little bit less busy.
So we made it across to Chappaquiddick. We're at the Moitoy Garden. It's a place that you're supposed to be very quiet. The idea is peace, don't make a lot of noise, enjoy the nature, enjoy the birds. We're not too far from the ocean either. You may not be able to hear it in the video, but we can hear the waves crashing in the distance from where we are. This place is really majestic and magical, and it's beautiful year-round. We've been here in summer, we've been here in winter. It's always beautiful. Throughout the garden, it's mainly evergreens, as you can see, azaleas, rhododendrons. This bamboo typically keeps its leaves and foliage year-round. Although it's invasive, they do a good job keeping it really contained to this beautiful pile of patch here and throughout the property. They just do a great job meticulously maintaining the landscape.
This garden was actually an inspiration to us to do a lot of what we did in our own garden, put a lot of evergreens. And one of the things we really liked about this place is that they have all of these dead-end trails that lead to little seating areas that just allow you to sit, meditate, relax. So they have the complimentary air compressor there, so that you can take some air out of your tires if you want to drive out over the beach ahead, which is East Beach. Deflation station, tires must be deflated to 15 psi right there. And as you cruise up here, it brings you to the most eastern beach. I guess you would consider this on Chappaquiddick, or if you want to consider it part of Martha's Vineyard. However, it is its own island. As you get ahead, we come to the infamous Kennedy Bridge. That's not what it's called the Dyke Bridge. But this is where, infamously, one of the Kennedys flipped his car over this bridge many, many years ago. And you may know that story, you may not. If you don't, go Google it, look into it. It's an interesting story. But you cross here. Once you cross, you need to have your tires deflated in order to drive on that sand. This is the water, pretty amazing off to the right and left. And then when you get past this and over the bridge and over those dunes, you're on a pretty expansive beach. It's pretty beautiful. We are not going to drive out there today because we do not want to get stuck, and we have to ferry back across Martha's Vineyard to Woods Hole later. We had a little bit more time to kill, so we stopped at Coupe de Ville for food and beverage. While most of the waterfront restaurants were not open outside yet, Coupe de Ville was. And I'll tell you, I've been coming here for years. They have some of the best prices on the island. Highly recommend. Lula enjoyed it too. Well, that brings us to the end of this journey. A hooey-hoo. Until we meet again, Martha's Vineyard, it's been real. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more.